Hey everybody, so this video is to help you guys out with listing auctions. I think a lot of people might be misled when they search for items that they want to sell on the auction house and they see these ridiculous prices. They think that the item is actually worth that much. Uh, 9 times out of 10 it's not the case. And you guys really need to do just a little bit of research. Uh, Even, selling each individual item. I know it sounds like a hassle, but if you really want to make money, I know looking at the screen I don't have a ton of money, but I've been gearing up 3 different characters, and right now I usually maintain like I don't know, like a $5 to $7 million or gold, sorry, million gold balance at any given time. So I'm doing all right. I definitely can't afford any of the uber high-end items, but I really don't play a lot, even though I do have 3 characters. I don't play a lot to be just getting enough time in there to be able to potentially get really lucky drops to be able to sell, for a lot of gold. And I definitely do not use the real money auction house because to me that just defeats the point of the game. So, with that said, let's take a look at a sample auction. Uh, I'll go in to see what I want to sell here. I'm going to take these pants here for an example. Uh, Here's a neat trick. I'm not sure how many people know about this, but uh, obviously the auction house user interface needs a complete overhaul. It's very clunky, and it's a pain having to switch over here to the search window and back to the sell window and be like, oh wait, what was that stat again? Well, here's how to overcome that. If you just hit enter, and if you shift click on the item like you're actually sending a tell to someone with this item link, hit enter, and you just click the link, you'll get this window that pops up. And it stays there. Amazing. So now you could be in the search tab and search for your items and save yourself a lot of hassle and headache and wanting to tear the skin off your face out of anger. So let's search for comparable armor. Pants. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is obviously, let's just take a look at the item first of all. Who is going to buy this item? What class? We have a high intelligence, uh, high resist. Well, not really high. It's like halfway there. It's decent, but this. Just looking at this item, it looks like it will be an item for someone just coming into Inferno Act 1, looking to get their resists up. Um, we have, let's see, the secondary stats are strength and dex. So really, um, I would say the person that would be buying this would be a caster, like a wizard or a witch doctor, who uh, I guess wouldn't mind the added strength bonus because each point of strength adds to armor. I'm 99.9% positive of that. If I'm wrong, alright, cool, correct me then. But I'm pretty sure that's the case. So, even though there's strength mixed in with high intelligence, it's not a total loss. Don't vendor it because I know I myself have even considered purchasing high intelligence armor that has some strength to it. I don't cry about it. I don't look for another item, like for more uh, vitality or something, because I'm like, well, okay, that strength is going to add to my armor because that's good for me, as I am running more of like a tanky wizard build. I do the build with the wizard where it's the diamond armor. You just run into the group, you frost nova, and then you start this chain reaction with critical mass with the explosions and yada yada. So you guys might be familiar with that. So that works for me. And let's see. Let's just type in the main stats here. We got intelligence. Definitely want to type in the all resists. And what I'm getting at here is that how you search for comparable uh, items is really important, because you only have 3 stats, so you really have to put the 3 most important stats in there. And with this item, I really think it's going to be the intelligence, the resist all, and I I really think that the armor would probably be the third. I don't think that uh, yeah, anyone who wanted strength like a barbarian would be wanting this item at only 76 strength. I don't think Demon Hunter would want this at 71 dex, or a monk. I think it's going to be the casters looking for this. So they run across this. Uh, let's see, right? Armor, yes. Now, another tip a lot of people might not know about is you can set the max buyout at something like, I don't know, 5 million. And if you set a max buyout, what that does is prevent all of the NAs coming up in the buyout. So it saves you a lot of hassle when searching. Okay, so we searched. Unfortunately, we can't move this window. It sucks, but it's there. So all these ones down here, we can't really see the actual armor value. I mean, we can get a gist. We know it's like 659, 653, whatever. Okay, so there's 2 ways we could sort this. We could sort it by buyout or by armor. You want to, I don't know, which one is more important to sort by? In this case, I really don't think anyone's going to be prioritizing armor, so I don't think they would sort by armor, although it is a nice benefit to have more armor. I think I personally would probably sort by armor, and then just, quickly scroll down and see which of the items that fall into the range of the armor that I want have the best stats, and then decide if I'm going to purchase any of them. So with this one, the highest buyout, let's just look, for example, at the item with the highest buyout. What does it have? It's got 200 more armor. It's got almost half the amount of intelligence, however. And remember, I'm really positive that anyone that cares about items with these stats are searching for intelligence. So this item also has 2 slots taken up with gems, which people do not like. They don't like to search for a certain number of intelligence and then find out that it was taken up with the sockets. They want base stats on the item. So is this worth the $4 million? No. I really don't think so. And I think with a few more examples of looking at other items here, and always taking into consideration what character is going to be wanting these items, you'll see why that it's an inflated price. So let's look at the next one. Is 1.5 million. That's a big drop in cost. So once again, the intelligence amount that we're searching for is included with the sockets that have intelligence gems in them. Let's see what else we have. And it only has 42 resist to all elements. More intelligence sockets. More intelligence sockets. Now here's one that is... we're getting closer to being comparable to the actual item. Now this one doesn't have sockets. It has more intelligence, more armor, and more resists. So this one is selling for 1.3, okay, and it's been up now for 5 hours, 6 hours. No one's bought it yet. Now that can be telling, maybe at peak hours. I don't know. I know as time goes on with this game, there's going to be less and less people looking for items, because there's going to be less people playing, less people leveling. So right now, the market is as good as it's going to get. Tomorrow the market's going to be worse. Yesterday it was better. It's always going to get worse, in my opinion. because I mean that's just facts. So you know, maybe today, uh, when people list items, things might sell in an instant. You know, they might be up there for 5 minutes. I know last week I put up something for 2.5 million and it sold literally within 5 minutes. Um, so right now there's a lot of people listing things. There's a lot of people looking for things to buy. Um, so if something's been up there now for 5 hours and it's not selling at this price, is that a fair indicator that the item is overpriced? I don't know. It's iffy. It's really iffy to say. Um, so what I'm going to do is look for look for more. Oh, actually, I wasn't sorting by buyout. I was sorting by armor. So let's go back to this. Okay, uh, the uh, the top buyout. What does it have? All right, again, it has an intelligence socket. I'd say, yeah, you know, I mean, even without the socket, it's probably um, better than our pants that we want to sell. It's got more armor, more resists. So let's just pretend that's the standard. Uh, and here's where the time consideration comes into play. You have to really sift through, like I said in the beginning, each and every one of these items and really determine a fair market value. Another one for 5 million is these veteran robes. Are these really worth $5 million? Gold, sorry. um, I'd say no. Just my opinion. They've been up on the auction house a while now. This one only has 23 hours and 19 minutes left, so I think it's pretty obvious that the people who are looking for items with these stats, if you believe that there are actively people searching for an item of these stats on a regular basis throughout the past 12, 18 hours, whatever, and they haven't bought these, then there's pretty much a reason why they haven't sold. So, let's just cut to the chase here. How much can we sell these pants for? Let's keep scrolling through. Let's look for something reasonable. Since we've seen a bunch of examples now and we know what the average price is, we can see like between 3 and 5 million gold, and we saw what the stats were. We could pretty much maybe determine that these pants might sell for somewhere around 1.5, maybe less. I don't know. But this is where we have to get down into the real nitty-gritty and really figure out, because you really want to take the time to do this now, because when you list this auction, you can't cancel it, and it's going to be up there for a while. So do your homework now. If you really think that you have the chance of making at least $1 million off of, or million gold, sorry, off the item, just do your homework now. Take 15 minutes and really research the current market and find the current market value. So let's look at something that has been up for a while. These ones are set at $2 million. They only have almost 5 hours left. Why aren't they selling? And how do they compare to ours that we want to sell? It's got a lot less intelligence, and like I said, those sockets are taken up to include the 140 intelligence. People don't like that, so that's probably the reason. Let's go one more page over and look for other ones that have been up for a while. This one only has 29 minutes left for 1.2 million. Why did no one buy this? Okay, we'll have to click this out for a second. It's pretty comparable to the item that we wanted to sell. It's got 146 int and 59 resist all, 593 armor. So let's go back to, I need to open this up again, the chat box. Okay. There's the stats. So this one definitely had better stats. So we realistically can't sell this for anything close to 1.2 million if something better isn't selling, and it's only got 29 minutes left, and it has a buyout. No one wants it. So we have to go a lot less than 1.2 million. So let's keep scrolling. What do we have for, let's say, half of that? What do we have for, well, let's go one more page so I actually have something up here that I could hover over and not have the pictures collide. Okay. More sockets, more sockets, more sockets, more sockets, more sockets. So maybe these pants that we want to sell will be worth somewhere between 600K and 1 million. Because it's seeming like most of these are all filled up with slots for the sockets for intelligence. But let's take a look at some of the ones that aren't. Okay, $599,000. It hasn't been up for a while. And this is definitely better than our pants. This is where I'm going to end my search for value. I'm going to say that these Doom Carnages are definitely fairly priced, and if we want to sell ours that have worse stats than this, then we're going to have to definitely undercut that. So that's at 600K. If we really want to make someone impulse buy our items, which is what you should be doing, because you pick up so many rares in this game and you only have 10 slots, you want to keep your economy moving fast, then we should realistically sell it for about half of that. So, but if we want to sell for, well, 300K, what else is out there for 300K? It's got the sockets taken up. More sockets taken up. More sockets taken up. Okay. This one, no sockets taken up. That's at 500. I would sell our pants for... well, the thing is, if someone is willing to spend... let's say if you put these up for, 350, 400. If someone is willing to spend 300 or 400, they'll spend 500. Because gold in this game right now is just becoming so devalued. It's going to be like Zimbabwe dollars, like we're going to have 1 billion gold just to buy a level 55 rare eventually, maybe a year down the line, if this game lasts that long, who knows. So I'm going to put these pants up for I'll put them up for 350. I really think that is the price that, while it's not, maybe they're worth more than 350, that's what they're going to sell at. And that's all you should really care about. I mean, you don't want to price yourself too far under. You want to make a sale, or you want to make profit, but you got to be realistic with having only 10 item slots. So, final price, 300K. And there we go. I expect them to sell, but hey, everyone's expectations gets crushed sometimes. And I think, from that example, you guys pretty much got the gist of what you really need to do. The actual search, like when you do these searches, it's not going to take as long as this video actually did, because it takes a while to explain things. So the whole time it takes to actually do a search and a listing like this is probably like 1/5 of the time that it took me to make this video. So I'm going to call it there, and good luck, guys. Hope you make some money.